We're back after a very long hiatus. We are finally back with another All Gear No Game.
How long has it been? A really long time?
I think like last Wednesday we actually did one together. Like the last one I did was with Jonah and Shannon, and that was on like Friday of...
Oh yeah, that was a bit ago.
Yeah, when the Warriors lost. So it's been a little bit since we've done our last one. But it didn't come out till later because because we had a whole mix-up because my phone died. And then a day later, the video ends up coming out.
Yeah, because it like didn't save to his camera roll after.
But, so we got the Zoom pod track. Now it sounds fine now after a whole day of figuring out that, Kellan, you actually need to put batteries in the back. So
this is a millennial issue or whatever we are. Like, thinks everything relies on just straight up...
computer energy?
Yes,
Yes.
We needed batteries.
But so happy to be back. I was thinking, what are some good fun titles we could name this podcast? And I was thinking, let's go LA Ownage, since we won 3 out of 4 games and then we against the Dodgers, and then we beat the Angels yesterday. And then today we just have to throw hitch in things, even though the game's not quite over yet. It's basically over. 8-1 right now. Okay. The Angels gonna get a lot of heat for this. Talked a little bit of crap to Luke, but it's fine. We're gonna be okay. Angels are garbage. Giants are World Series bound, and we have had an absolute phenomenal year so far. We're gonna look back at that Mike Tauchman catch. It's been every single baseball person in the Bay Area has been talking about the Mike Tauchman catch. We're going to look back on that and think that's the turning point. That is the point where we've figured out that this team's legit, and we have a super fun test against the Cubs coming up. They're first in the NL Central, and we're going to have to grind. They are a good baseball team, got power, but dude, we've got the Cy Young Award winner. There's a post. We have an MVP candidate and a Cy Young Award winner on our squad. Kevin Gausman gonna say it over and over again, even though DeGrom obviously is probably the best pitcher in baseball. Kevin Gausman's right up there. I just cannot say enough good things about the San Francisco Giants. One thing I gotta admit here, watching every single game, kind of a drag. I mean, I love baseball so much, but
yeah, you get bored of it a little bit.
Well, it's not that. It's just I love baseball so much, but there's so many games, and there's just
so many games.
So little hours in a day.
So many games.
So many games. But that's all I wanted to say there. I honestly believe that we're going to most likely split the series with the Cubs. I don't really know. I don't watch any other baseball besides they're obviously at San Fran. I think we're gonna do fine. We've got Desclafani lined up against Davies, and then Arrieta versus Logan Webb, and then they get Gausman on Saturday, and then we close the series out with Cueto. So I'm looking at the Desclafani. Alex Wood's been on a little bit of a skid here, but he's been facing some tough opponents. He's had to face the Dodgers and then the Angels, who are kind of sneaky good at times, and his command was a little off. So I'm not really looking too much into that. I still trust Alex Wood a crap ton, but I think Anthony Desclafani is probably going to get the job done. Logan Webb looked really good in his last time out. That was the second game we played the Dodgers when we dropped like an 11 piece on the Dodgers that game. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, we did, right? That was the game when I was at your house watching
Yeah,
Kitty.
it was like it was a freaking showdown.
Yeah, that was big time. And then whatever, that's that on the Giants. I don't know. I want to think that the Giants can can keep this going throughout the entire season, but the bullpen is scary for me, especially with Caleb Berger going down. We've been basically relying on starting pitching for the majority of the year, and it's been so shaky in terms of bullpen consistency. So I have no idea how that's going to play out, but if Jake McGee can just get on track, if Harlan Garcia can step up, Matt Weisler, Tyler Rogers had a tough go, but Mike Tauchman bailed him out. I mean, we've got guys. Jose Alvarez is okay. He scored his first freaking run the other day, which is sweet. that's that. We just got to make it to that All-Star break, stay healthy, and just kind of grind our way into the tournament. That's literally all I want to be in, is get into the tournament, get into the playoffs, and just let everything ride it out. I'm not really scared of anybody in the NL. We face the best teams consistently between the Padres and the Dodgers, so anybody else I'm not really scared of, you know what I mean? Because they've got the best pitching staffs, the best lineups, a complete gauntlet. Max Muncy is he's a giant killer. But the same one thing I don't understand is don't throw the ball in the middle of the plate. You might as well just walk the guy, because he's just gonna send it into the right center gap every single time. Doesn't matter what stadium he's in. He's a monster. But it felt good to get dubs off the Clayton Kershaw. It felt good to get dubs off the Dodgers in general, because the Dodgers have had our number for basically the beginning of time. So it's great. And Bianca's over here calculating plane tickets for our awesome San Francisco trip, which is going to be fantastic.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, she's the planner. You're the planner. Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Yes, but I'm just really excited because Ultimate Fighter has come out. We just watched it. It was
so good. I didn't even know the show existed.
Yeah,
and Kellan's like, oh, do you want to watch the Ultimate Fighter show? Came out today. I'm like, what the heck is that? And we watch it, and they were like, oh, the 22nd season.
29.
Yeah, 28 something. I'm like, what the heck? How have I never heard of this show before? And it's actually really interesting and like entertaining.
It's the best show ever.
And I'm like, how have we not binge watched all of the seasons together?
Yeah, so in 6th grade, when I went to like Little St. Mary's for that one year, we had to do this thing where it was like a show and tell, but you made a poster about your life. You should probably do something like that. It was a cool poster where you write your name, your favorite food, your favorite songs, favorite TV show.
We kind of did that in like safety camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Did each person do that?
I think so.
And guess what I wrote?
You wrote about...
Guess what I wrote in 2013? Little Kellan's favorite TV show as a 12-year-old boy. I wrote TUF, The Ultimate Fighter.
No, that's so cute.
I have the earliest memories watching Neil Magny, Michael Chiesa, so many guys. I mean, it was my favorite. It's my favorite show.
No wonder you love this stuff. I didn't even know this thing existed.
I just bought into it as a little guy. I just bought into the storyline. I didn't care if anything was like fake, because some things happen after the fact, and they kind of just try to make the show as good as possible. Yeah. But I just bought in, and I was just, this is the sickest thing ever.
I love that.
Look, can you look up how many seasons of Ultimate Fighter there have been?
Yeah.
Dude, you having a computer is actually sick.
I know.
Because now, it's kind of sick. Okay.
I have my computer right here. I don't think in the frame you can't really see our computers because it kind of cuts off right here. Mm-hmm. But I have my computer.
One thing that Andre Petrowski is kind of a stud. My favorite guy, even though they haven't featured him very much, is Ricky. I think that the episode was really
28,
good.
28, I was right.
Yes, this is the 29th.
Yeah. No, this might be the 28th.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Something fell.
Is there a spider?
Me. No, I don't know. It fell off my face, I think. I don't know. That was weird. Bueno. We'll see it back in the camera, maybe.
I honestly, that Andre Petrowski guy, we obviously haven't seen a bunch of guys fight yet, but I believe that he could probably win. Between his takedowns, his striking,
he's the only person we've seen fight so far.
Yeah, I know. But based off his resume and his build, Mans is jacked. I think Ricky's going to win the bantamweights, but we obviously don't know.
Mans is very jacked.
There's so many good the bantamweights, that's arguably the best division in all of the UFC.
The best division.
But I'm happy that you like that show, because we're gonna definitely watch it.
I really like it, and I think we should watch later seasons.
It's done well. The layout for how they have the fights looks so much cooler than the pay-per-views, because they have it in the color of the coach's color scheme, and it just looks a lot more engaging.
Yeah,
it's kind of sick.
I like that.
Yeah, I thought I'm actually surprised that they ended up, because Dana White said that he was going to keep doing it, but I didn't think
why did it get canceled and then come back?
I have no idea, honestly.
You don't know why it got canceled?
No, I'm just super happy. I hope they keep doing it consistently, because so many good guys come out of there, and you get a sneak peek at guys before their career even starts, and that resonates with people, because when I watch like Neil Magny and Michael Chiesa, you remember those guys from the very beginning. And it's
true.
also cool because you don't necessarily obviously have to be a winner in order to get recognized and have a successful career in MMA. Or in the UFC, that is. Because there's so many guys that get contracts and they didn't even win.
I didn't even realize how many guys came out of the show. Or, like, that's how they were kind of, like, first seen, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, how Conor McGregor, like, coached and, like, all these, like, big names now.
I know. It's pretty sick. Few things that I want to get into before this whole... We get into the card for Sakai versus Rozenstruik, which Sakai, in my opinion, is going to carry this. I think that Sakai is probably going to take that dub. We'll get to that later. I think I wanted to make a podcast solely because Bianca came over the day that Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez fight got announced, and I really wanted to talk about that, but other stuff takes over, and you just get tired, and you're just chilling on the couch. But sometimes you have to make life decisions, and we're going to fit all this into one episode. So Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. The one thing that does frustrate me when I'm watching TUF is the fact that I'm watching Alex Volkanovski and Brian Ortega. Because although they're sick, they're like the best in the 145-pound division. I was telling Bianca that Max Holloway is just... He's better than those guys. He should be the champ. It just frustrates me so much, and
I know it is kind of annoying.
It's just annoying. I don't know how to explain
maybe the
it.
next
I'm a
season.
homer for Max Holloway.
Well, there's gonna be more seasons, obviously.
Yeah, and Max is. It's just frustrating.
It'd be cool to see.
I just really wanted that fight to happen in April so we could just get that shit out of the way and have a Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. Imagine if we had like Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington. Imagine Colby Covington as a TUF coach.
Yeah,
that would have been the sickest thing ever. That's must-watch TV every single day.
He's probably gonna.
He will eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because he's like 33 now, so I don't know.
Some of these guys on the show are like 31.
Yeah.
So they're starting their career late.
I'm really interested in the process of how they pick some of these guys, because some of the middleweights, I'm telling you, I don't know how those suckers are going to fare if they were to make it into the UFC, because there's some big middleweights. We're talking, obviously, the champ. Like, this is a different, but like Luke Rockhold, Brad Tavares, freaking even Edmund Shabazian, Derek Brunson, Jack Hermanson, Kelvin Gastelum. There's so many good guys, and I don't know. But the thing is that I was telling Bianca is that there's been such a big leap in skills and just talent. The guys are getting so much better, because when I was watching the Nate Diaz season and Nate Diaz is fighting some of these guys, like, oh my god, yeah, Nate Diaz is so much better than some of these guys. But nowadays you never know who you're gonna get. Some of these guys have been training forever, and it's been, I don't know if MMA is necessarily considered mainstream, but
I feel like it is.
Yeah, it's getting there, and guys are just going to get better and better, like we've seen with football. Some of these athletes are freaking insanity.
Yeah.
So, but the Yair Rodriguez versus Max Holloway fight, have zero faith that Yair Rodriguez is going to beat Max Holloway. Max Holloway is the best featherweight in the world. He's going to piece him up on the feet. If Yair's just going to it's going to give you another Calvin Kattar show. That's exactly what it's going to be. Max Holloway is going to get the title shot after, take that belt, what's rightfully his. And that's that. And then another one, Michelle Pijita versus Nico Price. I have no idea why Nico Price would want to fight Michelle Pijita. Michelle Pijita, he beat Zalim Madaev, and then he beat Chaos Williams. Chaos Williams, and Michelle Pijita, he had to get draw with Cowboy Cerrone. So what are we doing? Michelle Pijita is one of the most dynamic, fun strikers in the UFC, and Nico Price, even though he's tough as hell, I don't think he's going to come close to being Michelle Pijita. Michelle Pijita is one of the best welterweights in the world. He looks like a middleweight in there. Michelle Pijita is a welterweight, and he looks bigger than some of the middleweights on TUF. But I honestly believe that some of the middleweights on there, I think that they go up a weight class sometimes just so they don't have to cut weight. Because cutting weight in a week would be kind of awful.
What is that?
It's the microphone. It's the microphone. Yeah, could you imagine though?
I've literally, sorry to go off topic.
That?
No, but I came home last night after being here, And everything in my room was like messed up, but like random things, like the records off my wall fell. There, I had a box that had hangers in it that was like tipped over. My like, I have like a bin that has like my hair tools in it, like my curling iron and everything was like on the ground, like falling over, like stuff that doesn't fall on its own. Like my record was off the wall. My lamp was flipped over on the side. And I didn't notice it last night. I noticed that one of the things was tipped over, so I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I opened my eyes this morning after I wake up and like everything's a wreck in my room, and I like called my mom. I was like, did something happen last night or like what? She's like, no, not that I know of. Like, I honestly don't know how any of it happened.
Maybe baby earthquake. Remember getting ready for the big one? We need to get our packs ready. Now.
My mom started getting stuff ready. I looked in the garage.
Our backpacks ready.
I looked
bags.
In the garage. My mom has this like, she has a shelf of like bottled water, canned stuff, like, you know, that stuff she ordered for like the generator. She's ready.
It's not a bad idea. That sucker could hit any time now. Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my parents after that right now. We're gonna get go bags together because
we need to have we have a plan. We have like a meeting place. Mm-hmm. If the phone lines, you know, go off.
Yeah.
You should meet there with us.
If the phone lines go off?
No, like where we're like if something were to happen, we all had to like have a meeting place like with
Zombie
Clarissa
Apocalypse, and stuff. Army of the Dead. That was a good movie.
It was actually pretty good.
I'd give that a 7.2 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good rating for it. I'd give it like a 7.5, I think.
Why? What makes it at 0.3 better than mine, huh?
I liked just
the fact that the
German
UFC
guy
promoted it makes it that much better, and it's in Vegas.
Oh, I didn't know that the UFC promoted it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense because that's why we saw all of those commercials for it.
Huh?
That's why we saw all of those.
Yes, sir.
And it was that makes sense. Okay. Also, I looked up where this is the hotel we were wanting to stay at in San Francisco, and from there to Oracle Park, it's a 6-minute drive. But it is a like 19-minute walk, which is not bad in my opinion.
I thought we were gonna go closer, huh?
This is like the closest.
No, we can get closer.
No.
Bianca, there was one that was a 5-minute walk.
Remember what the issue was? Is you have to be 21 to book those places. I had to figure out what hotels allow you to be 18 to book. Remember? That was the problem. So this one you can be 18.
Yeah.
Because we're not 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got to figure it out though.
Yes. Can we just appreciate one thing really quickly? This is so random. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. I don't understand why they would make this fight. Why would you put Max Holloway in jeopardy of losing a fight? Because anything can happen. I have the utmost faith that he can get this done. But this man's is next in line after the Volkanovski fight. So why? Besides the fact that he is most likely going to win this, you're matching him up with it's a stylistic dream for Max Holloway because he doesn't have any worry about a takedown or anything. I mean, anything's possible, but you could catch a spinning heel kick and it could ruin plans really quickly. Spinning elbow, not paying attention. I mean, it's kind of scary. It's a scary matchup, but I would definitely favor it more scary for Yair Rodriguez. And then Michelle Pereira, dude, that's going to be absolute flamethrowers. And one thing I saw right here, Giga Chikadze calls out Calvin Kattar. That would be a baller fight. I don't know what Giga Chikadze is going to look like. I mean, what Calvin Kattar is going to be like after that beating he took. And Giga Chikadze is on the upcoming rise to fame. Giga Chikadze, he dismantled, and I mean dismantled Cub Swanson with that body shot. I don't know what to think of that. I would favor Giga Chikadze in that by far, just because he's really good on the feet and he hasn't taken it takes a lot of wind out of your sails when you absorb as many strikes. It was a 400 plus strikes that Calvin Kattar absorbed. That's crazy. In other news, Leon Edwards talks about how Nate Diaz doesn't have what it takes to beat him. I 100% agree with him.
Really?
Yeah. Leon Edwards is going to get in there and do whatever he wants to Nathan Diaz. Because if you think about it in tiers, it goes, imagine what, because Jorge Masvidal picked apart Nate. Nate stuck in there, got good shots in. But if Jorge Masvidal's doing that to Nate Diaz, imagine what a stronger, younger Leon Edwards is going to do to Nate Diaz. It's not going to be good. And after that, Leon's got to get the title shot. And another thing was Kevin Lee's coming back, just because he saw how Tyron Woodley knocked out Jorge Masvidal. I don't know how he's going to do against Sean Brady. Sean Brady's really good, but I mean, Kevin Lee's really good, but Sean Brady is a stud on the ground and can basically match Kevin Lee tit for tat. And I don't, because Kevin Lee's, it's going to be tough, man. Kevin Lee, he's a weird tweener, because cutting to 155, he had so much success, but he's had kind of a bad stretch lately. I mean, he's lost to Charles Oliveira, the champ. He lost to RDA. I think that was at 170, and then he's lost to like Tony Ferguson. But yeah, I bet like a 165 pound weight class would definitely favor someone like Kevin Lee a lot, because moving up to 170, there's some big strong guys. I'm not saying that Kevin Lee's not big and strong, and he is, but there's some beast modes like Kamaru Usman who outsize him by a lot, and Colby Covington. They would just dismantle Kevin Lee, and Kevin Lee gets depleted when he goes to 155, so he's caught in kind of a tough spot here, because he's not the biggest guy in the world. He's muscular as hell. I just don't know. I think that Sean Brady's he destroyed Jake Matthews, and Kevin Lee did make a good point that he's fought way better competition. But I'm digging Sean Brady. He's on the come up. He hasn't even lost yet, so it's gonna be an interesting fight.
Come up.
Yeah, and then on to the main juice. Okay, this is what I've been looking forward to talk about most, is Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley. Anybody who's kind of like I wouldn't say that I'm like a hardcore fan, but like a hardcore fan. But I'm definitely up there knowledge-wise, and Tyron Woodley looked like a different human being in there, as opposed to when he fought Gilbert Burns. Did not look into it. When he fought Colby Covington, you just had the feeling that Colby Covington was going to beat him the entire time, which he did. And then when he stepped in there against Vicente Luque, when he didn't really have that threat, when he didn't feel that threat of a takedown, he unleashed the hounds and cracked Vicente Luque, who's top 5 in the welterweight division now, I think. And Tyron Woodley is going to do that same thing to Jake Paul. And I don't know how Jake Paul, he's got a counter, dude. Counter, step back, and just let it happen, because Tyron Woodley, if he connects on the chin with him, he's toast. Jake Paul is he's never going to want to box again if he gets knocked out by Tyron Woodley, because Tyron Woodley is jacked and he's not going to take any crap, and his hands are astronomically better than Ben Askren. So Jake Paul, I honestly think he's going to get that first dash on his record there, because if Tyron Woodley comes out guns blazing throwing overhand rights, it's gonna scare the piss out of Jake Paul.
Yeah, I freaking hope so.
He has not fought anybody that throws heat-seeking missiles like this. Like, sure. I was genuinely scared for Vicente Luque. I had no part of me thought Vicente was gonna lose that fight or be in any trouble. And for a second there, if Tyron didn't get so sporadic, he honestly could have stuck it in there and maybe have got that dub against Vicente Luque, which is crazy thought to me, because that would have pushed him right back up into the top 5 even after losing to the top 5, like to Gilbert Burns and Colby Covington. So Jake Paul, you're a real one for this, because this is scary.
He knows he's gonna
big time scary. Yeah, Jake Paul, he's just got a counter, and if he can catch him, he can catch him, and that's the only way I really see this happening, because Tyron's gonna be there in his face the entire time.
Yeah.
But the one thing, I can't wait. Tyron could gas out though, because he gets kind of jacked, and he is 39.
How is Jake Paul the favorite though? Is my question.
I mean, Jake Paul's the favorite because
that's so annoying.
Tyron's coming into his world now. He's a professional boxer now.
It's so annoying. I'm honestly also kind of looking forward to, I know you probably don't care much about it, but the Austin McBroom and Bryce Hall fight. Like, Bryce, what's up with these people fighting? Like, why is this?
There's money in it.
That's true. But it's like so weird to me that this is like the thing concept now. Instead of like, they're like, hey, well, let's just fight it out. Let's fight.
It's so lame, honestly, if you think about it.
It really is. I don't know.
You got to do what you got to do because there's so much money in it, but it is kind of stupid because you're not an actual fighter. But people want to see it. People want to see beef settled. Whatever. It is fun. People tune in for sure. But it's just kind of, at certain points, it's almost a disgrace to the actual guys that train hard for this and don't even make as much money.
Yeah, it's true. That's what's
but
so
at the same
annoying.
Time, capitalize if you have a big platform.
It's like the amount of money they're making off of this is like ridiculous.
Ridic.
Like, it's no one needs that much money, especially in a single fight.
No.
Oh, that makes me so mad. Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, but Jake Paul definitely gonna get that loss, I believe. And if he doesn't, he should fight Tommy Fury or whatever, Tyson Fury's bro, because that guy has fought bums. I was looking through that guy. He's attractive. He just needs a model because he's fought guys. I think he has like.
Wait, let me look him up. What's his name?
Like Tommy Fury, dude. This guy, he looks good at boxing, but.
Oh yeah.
But he's
an actor.
Huh?
He's an actor. It says.
Really?
It says television actor.
Because he's like, I didn't realize that.
Oh, he was in Too
Hot to Handle?
No,
Love Island.
Love Island.
Okay, wait, go to his boxing record.
Okay.
I think the guys that he's fought have a total he's about to get a fight a guy that's like 0-14. There's his total.
So 5 wins, 0 losses.
Yes, but go to go to Box Rec or something.
It's loading right now, so chill.
Go down. It's down.
It says full record.
No, go back. Go to search up Box Rec because he's fought guys that don't even have wins on their record. It's so funny. He's fighting a guy that's like 0-14. He's fighting a guy he fought a guy that's like 0-12. Read off the records of the guys he's fought.
Okay, so who he's fought is Scott Williams, which is 0-9. And then we've got Janadhi, which is 0-11. And then we have Prazamasala, and that's 2-26.
Okay. Yep. At what point do you give it up?
Callum, 0-26.
Yes.
0 wins. He's fought 26 people and not a single time has he won.
He's fought.
But he has 2 draws. Still does nothing.
And he's fought a guy that's 10-102. So.
Who has 102 fights?
When do you give it up? I looking at that just blows my mind.
All these people need to retire.
Yeah.
What are they even doing?
If you're 10-102, guys, I'm 5-80. I'm about to make a comeback.
5-80. This is good for me.
I just don't get it. Respect to you for getting in the ring at all, but at some point you got to fight somebody that has a win on the record, right?
Yeah, that's wild.
Boxing is a mess. I had to do an assignment on my AP style guide.
I like your modeling comment though. I could see him being he's not bad looking.
Yeah, but you got to fight a guy
He's not bad looking.
He's huge. You got to fight a guy with a win on your record though, bro.
No, yeah, he is not.
Hey, but kudos to him. He's doing his thing. Whatever.
What is that thing?
That's crazy. His thing is collecting W's, making that record look good. That's his thing.
That's his thing.
Yes. Let's get on to the UFC Rozenstruik Sakai card. Let's freaking grind this. There's so many good fights on here. I'm not even joking you. Sean Woodson versus Yusef Salah. Yusef Salah, you're going to see 2 dynamic strikers. Sean Woodson's so freaking long. It is insanity. I want to look at the Sean Woodson. His legs he's tarantula, man. He's crazy. Do they have leg reach on here? I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't know, but yeah, he lost to Julian Erosa, but he was picking apart Julian Erosa until he got caught in a darce. And then Yusef Salah, I like him a lot, but he does tend to gas out so he fought Ilya Topuria and Wu Choi, and he does gas out a little bit in fights, but hopefully he can turn that around. And this Sean Woods, I think this is one of the better fights on the card for Shizzle. And then another one that sticks out to me is the Francisco Trinaldo versus Solikov fight. I think Francisco Trinaldo is going to get the dub here. And then I forgot to talk about Jordan Levitt. Remember when he smashed Matt Wyman into the ground and knocked him out? That was absolutely insane. I got Jordan Levitt in that fight for Shizzle because he hasn't even lost, which is whack. I like Jordan Levitt. He's so flexible, but let's see. Claudio Puelles. Mexican? El Nino? Let's see what he's done. He's been in the UFC for a little bit. Yeah, I'm taking Jordan Levitt all day. Jordan Levitt's he's almost built to be a star, high-key. Tanner Boaster's going to get the dub off Ilir Latifi. Tanner Boaster coming off that tough loss against Andrei Arlovsky. Tanner Boaster throws heat-seeking missiles, and when he connects,
I love when you say
you're
that.
Toast. He's lost to Cyril Gahn, but he came back and beat Felipe Lins, and then he beat Rafael Pessoa or whatever. I really like Tanner Boaster. Tanner Boaster's great. He's a character as well. Makwan Amirkhani got destroyed by Edson Barboza, but I'm definitely looking forward to him. What the? Mr. Finland. Oh my. Why is that his freaking profile picture?
He looks like a pimp.
What is Tapology doing up in here? Oh my god. That's kind of embarrassing.
So
okay, all these others are guys getting all these other pictures are these guys getting belts or getting their hand raised, and he's just with a bunch of blonde girls.
That's so
funny. One
funny.
Stroking his cheek, and he's just sitting there in like a I thought he was in a gi there for a second, but he's just in a shirt and pants, like dress shirt. What a dork. Who put that? Someone did him dirty. And then Antonio Arroyo, he lost Antonio Arroyo versus Tom Bracey. Tom Bracey is good. He beat KB Bowler. He's such a big, strong, threatening-looking guy, but he lost to Omari Akhmadov in his last time out. And then he's fighting Antonio Arroyo, who lost to Andre Muniz and Duran Wynn. I'm looking for Tom Bracey to get this dub here. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think he honestly could get the knockout just because he's so big and physical. He's so scary looking. He had some good back and forth with Omar Akhmadov on the ground. He got back up, and I almost thought he managed to win that first round, and then they got into the second round, and Omari got him in an arm triangle, which kind of sucked. But I like Tom Bracey a lot. He's sick. And then Dusko Todorovic is coming back. Our boy Dusko he got knocked out by Punahele Soriano. That was crazy. Punahele gave him his first loss. Punahele throws bombs. I think that Dusko is going to come back because he's a pretty good striker, and I don't really know much about Gregory Rodriguez. This is going to be Gregory's UFC debut, and Dusko's pretty good. I think Dusko's going to take that W. Santonio Ponzinibbio versus Caramel Thunder. Caramel Thunder showed off his grappling abilities in his last time out. He's so good. He hasn't even lost. What is he, 10-0 or something? I love Caramel Thunder. Because he beat Takashi Tensato in his last time out. I think that he's going to get this dub over Santiago because Santiago, he got knocked out by who was that? Li Jingliang. Yeah, that was brutal. He looked really hesitant. Maybe he's gonna get a little bit more. Maybe he's gonna be a little more fluid in this next time out. Get ahead early. Actually, throw some punches because he looked a little bit scared in there. I'm not gonna lie, but I would be too after having a 3-year hiatus. That's a long time to not be in the octagon, and because he was on top of he was one of the best welterweights in the entire world before he got sick and injured and stuff. So
dang.
Yeah, That's going to be Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Miguel Baeza has the potential to be fireworks. And then Roman Dolidze lost to Trevin Giles in his last time out. Roman Dolidze, Georgian fighter, therefore winner. Even though he lost, but he moved up. Yeah, he moved up to middleweight, and Trevin Giles is a stud. So I think that he's going to look better in this timeout. So Roman Dolidze definitely going to take him over. But Staropoli, he's not bad. Because he's a young guy. Huh? Yeah, he's only 28. He lost to Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird's kind of low-key on a tear. I love Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Dirty Bird means. Because he beat Mike Perry, and that was freaking out of, what is it, left field or right field?
I think it's right field.
Yeah.
At a left field. No,
right.
I think at a left. Why do they both sound right?
Left. This whole entire main card's kind of juiced. Walt Harris lost to Alexander Volkov in his last time out. Marcin Tybura. He's kind of on a run here. He beat Ben Rothwell, and he's beat Maxim Grisham. And who else did he take out? Oh, no, he beat Greg Hardy his last time out. Ben Rothwell before that, then Maxim Grisham.
Good job.
That man's is on a 4-fight win streak.
Nuts.
And a win here puts you into that upper echelon of heavyweight fighters. So that's big time, especially now when it's kind of wide open at this point. There's not a whole... I mean, you're going to have, like, obviously Volkov, Rozenstruik, Gone. I guess there's a decent amount of guys there.
Gone.
Sirogan. But Tiberius is going to be right up there, and that's going to be sick. He can get a big money fight. He could even if a big win here, there's no reason why he can't main event. There's no reason why he couldn't be in a Augusta Sakai or Jairzinho Rozenstruik spot at the headlining card. And then in terms of Jairzinho Rozenstruik last time out against Gone, it was kind of boring. It wasn't a lot of action at all. And then Rozenstruik came. I want to say he's lost his. He lost to Gone. Oh yeah, he knocked out JDS before that, and then he got knocked out by Ngannou. I'm excited for this one. I think Augusto Sakai is going to put it on Jairzinho, force him to strike, because Augusto Sakai, he's going to throw some volume at you. He's a great fighter, even though he did lose to Alistair Overeem. He had Alistair on the ropes. I don't know if it was a strategy by Alistair to kind of play around with him and play a rope-a-dope, but... rope-a-dope. Augusto Sakai's gonna get this dub. Let me read. Oh frick, I can't read off all my shit because I'm not on my phone's up there. God dang it! I was gonna read.
But your notes are connected.
My notes?
Yeah.
No,
they
no
should
notes.
be.
No notes.
My notes were connected.
No notes on here.
Yeah.
Notes on ESPN app. I did predictions on the ESPN app.
Oh, on the app. I thought you meant in your notes, like in your phone.
Mm-mm.
Well, then that's on you.
You know what? Korea. Yeah, that Sungwoo Choi from Korea. He's kind of nice. He's nice with it. This is whack. The UFC, they're a lucrative business. There's so many good fighters that are just going to bring them so much cash. For instance,
Dana Weiss and Pretty.
Caramel Thunder. Miguel Baez.
Caramel Thunder.
I see an extra A in there between the R, A, and M.
Where? It's
Caramel Thunder.
Don't look at me like that. Wait, is that actually how caramel's spelled?
Yeah. What do you spell it as, huh? What do you spell it as, big boy? Montana De La Rosa versus Ariane Lipski. Okay, I feel like I kind of didn't talk about the girl fights. My bad on that. I'm going Furio because she looked good in her last time out against she had a good 2020 actually.
Caramel.
Huh? Caramel. I'm going Fiero. Fiero looked good. I like her a lot. The Beast. And then I'm going to go the mom, Montana De La Rosa. Oh, but Ariane Lipski. I forget who I picked on this one. Lipski's kind of nice with it. Because she lost Anthony Shevchenko, though. I don't know. Let's go Montana. Wrestling.
Do it.
Get her on the ground. Ground and pound. Get her out of there. Francisco Crinaldo, ageless wonder. absolute ageless wonder. 42 years old, and he knocked out Jai Herbert in his last. That stoppage was whack. Jai Herbert was knocked out, and there should not have been any follow-up shots. I forget who the referee was for that one. Overall, really good card. Alan Patrick, Mason Jones. So many good fights. Cannot wait to watch this. Cannot wait to just dive in full on UFC, everything once school's out. It's going to be fantastic.
No, I know. Like, school needs to be gonzo, and we're going to have the summer of our lives, baby.
Yes.
Okay.
We're
fully vaccinated now, so Kellan has no excuse not to go and do things. Haha.
I was going to do a prediction for the
He didn't even think. This is Kellan's brain. It's constantly working and moving, especially when he's doing a pod. He's thinking of everything ahead of what people are saying. And so when I was just talking then, he actually wasn't listening to a single word. He was just thinking of things.
No, I was listening. I was listening to what you said.
That's cool. Good job. Okay.
How far is Oregon State going to get in this tourney? Are they going to make it out of their regional?
Were you going to make a prediction on that?
Yeah, I have no idea. All I know is I know nothing about Stanford's kind of good. They've got good pitchers. Yeah, a lot of Pac-12 teams in here. Let's count it. 1. Okay.
Get.
Okay. All right. Then we got UCLA. That's 2. Stanford. That's 3. Okay. Moving on. Arizona State. That's 4. Okay.
Okay.
Oregon State. That's 5. Okay. Oregon. That's 6. So we got half the Pac-12 schools in the NCAA tourney. Wouldn't expect anything less. Conference of Champions, baby. Let's go. I'm going to say, let's give early winner just for fun. I'm going to say that, who needs it? What would be a fun little, I'm going on a limb, and I'm going to say that this is tough. I don't know what's a good baseball team? What constitutes a good college baseball
you
team?
should know this.
I don't know anything about college baseball. We're going to say,
really?
I'm going to say the University of Oregon just collapse and gets
really?
It's time.
That's literally, you go to OSU.
It's time to bring a championship down south to Eugene. It's time to bring a title. Why not? Why not?
Not a true Beaver.
I don't have to be a true Beaver. What has the Beavers done for me?
That's true.
What
Except put you in debt. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Are you a wolf for life?
I don't even consider myself a wolf. That's how not involved I am in that school. Like, I need to be more involved.
You haven't had a chance to be.
That's true. And actually, you know what? I was pretty involved because of my scholarship, I had to go to a lot of events.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I wish is I went to more sport events. But 2 of my friends go to Western and they're on the cheerleading team. So this year I can do that. I can go to some football games and watch them cheer.
That's big vax, girl.
Big vax. You should go to a game with me there, and then you can meet my friends and you can see my school. Okay? You'll go?
Oh. Uh-huh. My upset of the night. Wait, let me check something out here. What's the Solikov? What's the line on Solikov versus Trinaldo? Let's check that out.
Let's check it out, Kellan.
Line. Oddshark has it. What the fuck? Dude, I can't even.
So much
Why does everything have to be complicated? Oh, okay. Francisco Trinaldo plus 210. That's money.
Nice.
That's money. Take that. Take that all day. Francisco Trinaldo's got concrete in that, right? Or whatever hand he throws with. I don't even remember the last time. I just remember when he knocked out Jai Herbert. Yeah, and Salah, dude, this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
You
That
sure
fight
you're
looks
good?
like it. That picture looks like it's from 1939.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like Rocky
That
there.
looks like his like great granddad.
This is great grandbug Muslim Salikov. Well, that's that. We're gonna do an NFL episode where we predict every single division for the NFL. Predict how each one is going to level out, and we are going to most unbiasedly as possible talk about how many wins the 49ers are going to get. We're going to go through the schedule.
Unbiasedly. I don't think that's possible.
We're gonna go through each game in the most unbiased manner possible and try to determine what games are the best chances for us to win at.
Okay.
I'm a communication major and I can't even speak.
That seems
Honestly,
really hard for you.
Okay, can we talk about something? I do not feel like I'm much smarter than I was when I graduated.
Oh, I think I know less now than I did in high school.
And it's sad.
Because I was way more involved considering I was in class more often. And also the material, I feel like it was just more complex. Like I honestly feel like my classes in college have been not as hard as high school. Like I put more effort, I think, into high school, but then at the same time my like motivation and effortness has also just gotten like it's like even.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had the same effort that I did in high school. Nothing I said made sense.
No, I feel that. I'm confused here for 1 second, sissies. Is Macwam fighting Kirk or Nate Landwehr? Because I'm a little confuzzled on here. Nate Landwehr. Because Nate's kind of good with it. Nate Landwehr, next fight. I'm confused. I seriously have no idea what life is anymore. That's it. We're done here. This was a great episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. It's good to get back.
Guys, yeah.
It's good to get back in the roll of things.
I think we'll have more of an actual, maybe not necessarily schedule, but like we'll be posting more frequently, especially with school being out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's literally where all of my time goes.
Yes. Okay, but if you guys are watching and have to just like pick and choose fights, make sure that if you're watching, you watch that Yusef Salah, Sean Woodson. You watch that Francisco Trinaldo Solikov. Watch Tanner Boser fight. Watch Makwan Amir Khani fight. Brees fight. Make sure you watch Caramel Thunder, and make sure you catch that main event as well.
Yes.
Because as I was just doing that, I was almost naming every single fight because I think all of them are good. So that's.
I was gonna say there was a lot of fights to watch to catch.
So just sit down and watch the whole card.
Yeah,
what else are you gonna do on a
literally,
Saturday?
you're gonna buy it anyway. Just watch the whole thing. You know.
You're not buying this.
Oh well, I mean,
ESPN Plus.
just watch
It's
the
chill.
whole thing then.
Bye. Later.
Bye.